Imagine a world where you never spend a single minute staring at the ceiling, begging for sleep. In 2035, the very concept of insomnia is being deleted from human experience. This is the dawn of engineered sleep, powered by a quiet partnership between your mind and an artificial intelligence. The key is a non-invasive neural headband, sleek and comfortable. As you lie down, it begins a gentle dialogue with your brain, reading its chaotic electrical signature. An AI, your personal sleep architect, takes over. It doesn't use pills or sounds. It crafts neural lullabies, precise, subtle electromagnetic pulses that act like a master conductor, gently guiding your brainwaves out of anxious beta states through calm, alpha, and into the deep, restorative rhythms of delta and theta sleep. It optimizes your architecture in real time, extending crucial REM cycles for memory consolidation and emotional processing, ensuring every minute in bed is perfectly productive. You wake up not just rested, but recalibrated. The AI sleep architect promises to make the perfect night's sleep as reliable as flipping a switch. It's turning our most vulnerable hours into a foundation of peak mental and physical performance. The pursuit of sleep is over. The era of sleep design has begun. Welcome to the era of the curated dream. Your nights are no longer a mysterious voyage into the subconscious wild. They are a chosen journey. As you prepare to sleep, an interface, perhaps a calming visual on your ceiling, or a gentle voice in your mind presents the dream menu. It's a vast, personalized library of experiences, more immersive than any VR. Crave adventure? Select Alpine Ascent and feel the crisp mountain air and the burn in your calves as you scale a digital Matterhorn. Need to rehearse? Load Presentation Perfect and deliver your tomorrow's keynote to a flawlessly rendered, attentive audience, building neural pathways for confidence. Hungry for wonder? Choose Choral Symphony and drift through bioluminescent reefs alongside whales that sing in harmonies you can feel. You can walk with dinosaurs, debate philosophy with a simulated Socrates, or practice a new language in a dream Paris, where every local is a patient tutor. The AI doesn't just play a pre-recorded movie in your mind. It generates a dynamic, responsive world based on your chosen theme, your memories, and your emotional goals. The promise is profound. To turn a third of our lives, previously an unconscious blank, into a playground for growth, healing, and boundless experience. Sleep is no longer a passive state of recovery. It is an active department of your life with its own curriculum of chosen wonders. The question each night shifts from, will I sleep? To what will I become tonight? The next logical step in our journey is memory. You can choose your dream. Why not remember it perfectly? The technology evolves to not only guide, but record. Upon waking, you can review your nocturnal adventures in stunning clarity, a first-person movie of your mind's creation. This dream replay becomes a morning ritual. But humanity doesn't just observe for long. We seek to improve. This is where dream editing is born. A nightmare featuring a childhood fear? Use the intuitive software to soften its edges, recast the monster as a comical sidekick, or fade the entire scene to gray. Had a breathtaking dream flight over a city of gold. Use the enhanced filter to boost the colors, stabilize the flight path, and layer in a soaring soundtrack. The social implications are immediate. Curated Dream highlights 60-second clips of your most epic, funny, or beautiful dream moments become a new currency on social platforms. A new form of competition and performance anxiety emerges, not just about your waking life, but the perceived quality and creativity of your sleeping life. We enter an era of polished subconsciousness. The raw, chaotic, and sometimes painful authenticity of the dream is filtered through an editor's suite. The line between a genuine subconscious experience and a manufactured memory begins to blur. Amidst the entertainment and social editing, a more profound application emerges, one that represents the technology's highest purpose: AI-mediated dream therapy. This is where the guided dreamscape transitions from a playground to a sacred healing space. The premise is revolutionary. For those grappling with PTSD, phobias, or deep-seated anxiety, the AI becomes a digital therapist. In collaboration with a human clinician, it constructs a safe, controlled dream environment tailored to the individual's trauma. Here, the subconscious can confront what the waking mind has locked away, but at a pace and intensity it can handle. A veteran haunted by a battlefield memory can revisit a simulation of that event, but with crucial modifications. The AI ensures they feel an invisible sense of safety or allows them to pause the scene or slowly introduces elements of control where before there was only chaos. Someone with a crippling phobia of heights can stand on a virtual ledge that feels terrifyingly real, supported by a calming AI-generated guide who talks them through the physiological panic, teaching the brain a new, non-fearful response. This is the therapeutic loop, a secure space where the brain's most primal fear circuits can be gently rewired during the neuroplastic state of REM sleep. The AI monitors stress biomarkers in real time, dialing the intensity up or down to stay within the window of tolerance where healing occurs. It promises a form of emotional surgery, precise, guided, and profoundly effective. The nightmares that once hijacked the mind are now deconstructed within it, not by running away, but by being safely witnessed and reprocessed. The dream, once a source of terror, becomes the very theater of recovery. The ultimate frontier is not just exploring your own mind, but connecting it to another. This is the social revolution of sleep, neural synchrony. By aligning and filtering brainwave patterns, the technology creates a low-bandwidth bridge between minds, allowing for shared dreamscapes. Imagine a couple continents apart, selecting shared serenity, Kyoto Garden from their dream menu, as they sleep. Their consciousnesses meet in a meticulously rendered, tranquil Japanese garden. They feel the same virtual breeze, hear the same digital koi splash, and most profoundly share a deep, wordless sense of presence and calm. There are no avatars. Sense of being together is direct and emotional. Friends can embark on cooperative fantasy quests, solving dream puzzles as a team. A family with an aging grandparent can share a vivid, interactive memory of a cherished holiday, reliving it together with perfect clarity. The intimacy is unparalleled. You are sharing not just an experience, but the raw, emotional substrate of your imagination, yet this profound connection casts a long shadow. It introduces the potential for a new level of synchronized escapism. Why grapple with the friction of a real-world relationship when you can meet every night in a paradise custom-built to avoid all conflict? Could these perfect, shared fantasies make the compromises of waking life seem dull and unsatisfying by comparison? Shared dreaming promises to dissolve physical and emotional distance, creating bonds forged in the very fabric of the subconscious. But it also risks making our most important connections contingent on a perfect, curated simulation, asking whether we are building bridges between souls or simply building a better world to escape to together. Here, we encounter the technology's first deep systemic flaw, the addiction paradox. When your dream life is consistently more rewarding, fulfilling, and controlled than your waking one, a dangerous preference can take root in the psyche. Neurologically, the brain doesn't cleanly distinguish between a real triumph and a vividly dreamed one. The dopamine hit from receiving a standing ovation in a master pianist dream, or the oxytocin surge from a perfect romantic encounter in a shared landscape, is chemically real. Your brain begins to crave these flawless, on-demand emotional payouts. Why endure the stress of a real project, the vulnerability of a real relationship, or the boredom of a real Tuesday? When you can script a victory or receive perfect love with a menu selection, this leads to a neurosis, a clinical term emerging for dream addiction. Symptoms include increasing hours logged in curated sleep, a neglect of waking responsibilities, and annoying dissatisfaction with the unpredictable, messy reality outside the headband. The ultimate quiet tragedy: individuals living functionally impoverished lives, their richest experiences locked inside private nocturnal fantasies. The promise of enhanced sleep corrupts into mass escapism. Society must grapple with a new class of withdrawal, not from a substance, but from a perfected reality. The dream designed to augment life now competes with it. The most seductive prison, it turns out, isn't made of bars, but of boundless possibility tailored exclusively for you. The question becomes not, did you sleep well, but do you still want to wake up? As dream technology becomes ubiquitous, its most valuable byproduct isn't your rest, it's your data. It's the unfiltered, uncensored stream of your subconscious. Your deepest fears, secret desires, and raw, unguarded creativity become a commodity in the subconscious marketplace. The first incursion is subtle: advertising. Your AI sleep architect, subsidized by a corporate subscription, might seamlessly integrate product placements. In your dream of a tropical beach, the soda you drink has a distinct, familiar logo. The car you drive in a fantasy heist is a specific, aspirational model. These aren't just images, neural-linked experiences designed to forge positive, deep memory associations with a brand, bypassing all your waking critical filters. The next step is more invasive: access. Employers or insurance companies, under the guise of wellness optimization, might request or require periodic dream data reviews. They're not just checking for sleep quality. Algorithmic analysis could purportedly assess your mental resilience from how you handle dream stress, gauge creativity from the novelty of your dreamscapes, or flag subconscious anxiety patterns as a pre-existing condition risk. This creates the ultimate privacy violation. Your internal sacred space becomes a monitored, monetized territory. You begin to self-censor, even in your sleep, knowing your rawest thoughts are no longer your own. The technology that promised to liberate your subconscious ultimately places a price tag on it, turning the last bastion of private human experience into just another data stream to be mined, sold, and judged. We arrive at the final, most profound question: what becomes of the self in this optimized night? If an AI architects our rest, curates our adventures, heals our wounds, and even shapes our subconscious social bonds, what remains of the untamed, authentic human psyche? The subconscious was once our internal wilderness, a source of raw intuition, inexplicable creativity, and uncomfortable truths that bubbled up unbidden. It was the part of us we did not control, and therefore the part that could truly surprise us. Now, it risks becoming another managed environment. Is a brilliant solution that emerges in a dream your own breakthrough, or a clever suggestion from your AI co-pilot? Is the peace you feel after therapy a genuine integration of trauma, or a skillfully applied neural bomb? When you share a perfect moment in a dream, is that connection yours, or a product of synchronized algorithms? We stand at a crossroads. This technology can be seen as the ultimate form of self-actualization, a tool to finally understand, navigate, and harness the full potential of our inner worlds. Or it is the final outsourcing, where we trade the chaotic, sacred mystery of our own minds for a comfortable, predictable, and commercially viable simulation. The future of sleep asks us not about technology, but about philosophy. What is the value of an unedited dream? Where does human essence truly reside? In the curated experience, or in the raw, unfiltered source? The choice we make will define not just how we sleep, but what it means to be at our core, authentically awake.